Tuchel backs calls for Premier League to reintroduce 5 substitutes. Thomas Tuchel has echoed calls for the Premier League to reintroduce 5 substitutions, with the Chelsea boss insisting that the surge in COVID cases during the busy festive period justifies the return. During Project Restart in 2020, England's top flight allowed for teams to use 5 substitutes a match with players' fitness not yet up to speed following a prolonged pause in the season. However, as COVID cases rise among dressing rooms throughout English football, Tuchel says the issue needs to be addressed again. The Blues boss fumed at the decision to allow his side's game against Wolves to go ahead last weekend, with the West Londoners reporting 7 positive COVID cases in the space of 3 days, and he has called for more measures to protect players' welfare. "For us it's the same situation as for anyone else," he told Sky Sports. "We have concerns because we are not only football players and coaches, we are also fathers and have family members, so we are also concerned and have doubts and fears. Still, we are privileged to do our jobs and do what we love the most, so it's kind of in between. I'm very impressed with how the team takes it. You know very well that the situation was very different when we arrived in Wolverhampton and had 7 positive tests in 3 days. We had the feeling that we had an outbreak and wanted some time to deal with it mentally and to settle the team down. That was not the case and we lived with it. We tried to be as supportive as possible. I just can say on this occasion I would love to push for 5 substitutions because 5 substitutions were made to protect the players when coronavirus popped up and made life difficult. I think the situation is very serious and very challenging, so if we decided to keep on playing, at least we should have 5 changes to control the load." Tuchel's comments follow similar calls from Man United interim boss Ralph Rangnick, who highlighted that England is the only country where just 3 substitutes are permitted. The 5 subs were implemented when COVID started, and I think it was the right decision to do that to save energy for players, especially if they have just recovered from COVID, Rangnick said. "The same is true right now. We are in a similar situation to the one we had 1.5 years ago, therefore I don't see why it shouldn't be as it was 1.5 years ago. As far as I know, in Europe England is the only country where they only allow 3 subs." Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola and Liverpool's Jurgen Klopp have